Last question, Jay. Teofimo Lopez and Terrence Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Teofimo Lopez is crashing out, calling people monkeys, and Terrence Crawford. And this is after Terrence Crawford approached him in what was that? Was that Canelo's fight? I think it was Canelo's fight.
Mm. His last.
It was
fight
either Canelo. Yeah, it was either Canelo's fight or it was the UFC fight. But Crawford, walked up to him. He doinked him. And, yeah, he gave him the old school jaw, but even stepped to his pop. So after that, he called. He called. He said whatever monkey wanted the banana, talking about Tank and Crawford. After recent back and forth, Crawford tells him, "Come up and fight Madrimov. Beat Madrimov, and I'll fight you." At 54.
54.
Is this fight realistic?
I mean, if people think that or can say that Canelo versus Crawford is realistic, why can't this be a realistic fight? You know what I mean? My thing is Teo is just out of his mind, man. He just really don't have a lot of guidance. He insecure. I think he's a good fighter, but just from a mental standpoint, he all over the place, man. He just I think he outgrowing his dad as far as definitely as a fighter, and just from a maturity standpoint. When you're a young man, when you're a kid, your dad can just say whatever, and you kind of, that's what it is. But from a maturity standpoint, he's starting to, not saying he know much, but he's starting to understand some of the stuff that may have been instilled in him. It ain't working no more, but he doesn't have any guidance. So now he just out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's an old saying, pimp saying, and I'm not saying Tio a girl, but it's a hoe with no instruction is headed for self-destruction. You see what I'm saying? And that can be applied to just anybody, really. Like if you don't have any instruction, it's like the blind leading the blind. And that's kind of what he's doing. Now, from a fight standpoint, I think it's a fight that could happen. Do I think he's gonna move up to 54 to fight Crawford's last opponent? No, I don't think so. But again, this is just another one of those things. It's like, yo, if y'all gonna fight, y'all gonna fight. Why are we sitting here talking about y'all talking shit to each other? It's like that's what over the last few months, that seemed like that's what's been going on more in boxing than anything. We just caught up in guys kind of talking shit to each other, but nothing really is happening. It's like whatever.
I think something can materialize. Like once you add the racial aspect, something can materialize out of boxing more than in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's what I mean. It's just like the ignorant shit. Like we like fighting. Like I'm in the boxing. I ain't in the niggas and what niggas talking about. I'm in the boxing. So you know that, because like I said, we know each other. I'm not a young man, but I'm not an old man. But the way I move is more so like an old man. I'm not in the mix. So you got to remember, when I hear about this stuff, is most of the time it's from you. I don't be knowing what's going on. So it's just like, oh man, now it's different if you wrapped up in it and you get the